What's up guys, the Cap is back with another video. Yes, Game Lock Ultimate is officially dead and now it's Captain Ultimate now. And now we're back with part 3 for the tier list. So last time we talked about mid tiers, which kinda took a while, but we did have some good characters that were in there. So now we're on to part 3, which is high tiers. So I split this up in high mid tier with characters that are barely in high tier, and then just high tier, which is characters who are completely high tier characters. I'm not doing borderline top tiers because those characters could possibly be about top tier. I wouldn't say they're high tier, I said they're barely top tiers. So borderline top tier will be for the last part for the top tier part video. So we're going to get started with the high mid characters who barely are in high tier, and the first one is Byleth. So Byleth has almost everything that a DLC character can have, broken moves and all that. But the thing is, she doesn't have that much combos. Knowing that she can do an infinite combo on DK, well, basically 0 to death. The thing is, Byleth is just too slow. She can't do much off stage. Well, I mean she could, but her recovery is limited. It's not like you can just stay out there forever. But players who are playing her are Nico, who, well, he's not that much of a Byleth player, but that's one of the secondaries or something, I think. And then MKLeo, who's really taking on Byleth. MKLeo literally plays almost everybody, but he's been using Byleth online. Not joke. You might know him that he plays Joker offline, but he doesn't want to ruin Joker's offline meta online, so he just mostly plays Byleth, and it's mostly he plays it for fun. Him, her, it doesn't really matter, but that's gonna start off for the high mid tiers. And my Byleth is actually pretty good, but the thing that probably is the worst part about Byleth, she lacks kill confirm. She can get camped, she can get outspaced. Knowing she has some space moves, she can't. Not all her moves can solve every problem. And some people will put her in mid tier. Even Mars thinks she's a mid tier character, but do we really want to know what Mars says? He almost put Zero Suit Samus in low tier. Can we not talk about that? Please. Alright, the next character that we have for this is Mega Man. Mega Man, I don't really like much. He's a hard character to master, I'm telling you that for a fact. Mega Man was even lower in this. But he has some of his Blade Beam is actually one of the best combo tools in this game. And that's really just it. He can't really edgeguard that much. His recovery is kind of alright. I don't really think he really depends on spacing. I don't really think he can really approach that much because it's really the Blade Beam that literally just defends him the whole time. And if you don't have that, then you're really just stuck. Because you'll never see a Mega Man who does not have that Metal Blade. I think I called it Blade Beam. I'm not sure. You'll never see a Mega Man that does not use Metal Blade this whole time. And even that move is not as much as annoying. You can actually kill confirm that with up tilt and higher percentages, which I've done a few times. And players who do play Mega Man, I only know one, and that's Kameme. He's played Mega Man since match 4, so I'm not really surprised he didn't drop this character. Alright, and next up is probably the heaviest character in the game. Well, is the heavy character. Well, he is the heaviest character, and that's Bowser. I know some people probably have Bowser way higher than this, but I have my explanations. As most heavies, this character is combo food, but he's got some good options. B is probably one of the best out of shield options for him, and probably one of the best out of shield options in the game, if not. He can approach. He can't edgeguard, but I can't really say he's really good at edgeguarding because all he probably has is Fair. Fair is probably like the only edgeguard tool, and even that's kind of predictable. But when you're dealing with Bowser on stage, he is just a monster, for real. His Fire Breath is actually good for edge guarding. You can actually start a 0 to death shield break with that. You know, his Fire Breath is probably one of the best moves for Bowser. And down B, as you know, is a good shield break option. So if you just get down B shield break, and then the Fire Breath to smash, that's a whole stock there for you. And the characters who do play Bowser are Hero, a Japanese player, and Leon. They've both been rocking Bowser out real good, and they've actually been doing well in tournaments. I think Hero's actually won some tournaments with Bowser, more than Leon, but they actually both play Bowser. I've seen them both play Bowser online more than offline, so it could still change once we get back to offline. Okay, so do y'all remember when during October from last year when they announced a certain Smash Bros. Character as DLC that everyone thought that was never gonna be in Smash Bros? What was his name? Steve? Okay, it was not only Steve, it was Alex. Okay, no, there's still two more. Zombie. And Anaran. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go Steve. Okay, I know most people have Steve mostly higher than this, but here's my reasons. Steve, he has some crazy mechanics. I can tell you that. The iron is probably really really strong. But the fact that he has to mine for it, well, you have to do that in real Minecraft. Okay, but you already know why Steve's good, but here's why I don't think he's that high. One, we've not seen him that much offline, because during when we had to hit the pandemic, most of the characters from Fire Pass 2, we have not really seen how they do well offline. And Steve is probably just mostly meant for online because he's really unpredictable. He has some of the craziest combos. And once we deal with him offline, I feel like Steve's combos are going to be more predictable than how it is now, because I've lost to almost every Steve online. Not gonna lie. That's how I lost it getting to top 64 in the juice box last week. A few juice boxes ago. Because that character is just this broken. And the thing is, Steve has the worst jump in the game, so... But that doesn't really stop him from all the stuff he can do. The mining is probably one of the best setups. There's a lot of big brands you can do with Steve, especially with the blocks, because the blocks are like extra platforms for him, which kind of make this character good. But other characters can use it for their own setups, so they can take advantage of it. But players to watch out for are Desmona and Jake, who's been really doing well with Steve. And I think Desmona actually qualified for Smash World Tour in this area. I don't think he did, but that's what I remember. Alright, next characters, because it's actually two characters from this, but they're complete separate characters. Okay, Pit and Dark Pit. They have been buffed since when Minion came out, and they've actually got a lot better. Down throw and down tilt are some of the best combo starters for them. They have a lot of edge guarding tools that they can use. But when you're really playing the character, you're really wondering who's the better one. Most people say Pit, most people say Dark Pit. I kind of prefer Dark Pit. Their main differences from their specials. Dark Pit's neutral beat arrows, they can actually kill more better. But Pit's, Pit can angle his arrows almost anywhere. Dark Pit can hardly do that. And for side B, and their side B is probably what makes them completely different. Dark Pit side B can actually kill from the side way more earlier. Pit side B kills from the top. And that's all much you can say. Pit has probably not really changed much from the Smash 4 era, which I can't really say much of. And characters to really watch out for are Raze, Snapback, and that's really much it. I don't really know that much good Pit players out there. I think a Dirt Pit actually won the Smash World Tour for, I think, Australia. I'm not sure. Puppet is actually having to deal with losing to that player. I wouldn't really say Puppet's the best in Australia, but I just don't really understand Pit as well as most characters do. As most of the characters, I can't really say they can be higher than this. Some people put them in mid tier, but they actually are actually pretty good. I never thought Dark Pit as low tier in the beginning. I would say they were probably like a mid tier, but now with these all buffs, they're a lot better. They're a lot more scarier to deal with offline, and you're just going to be more careful with them because they can actually kill earlier than you expect. Alright, now onto the next set of Echo Fighters for this tier list. We have Samus and Dark Samus. As you know, when you play these characters online, they're annoying. But when they're offline, they're not much of a threat. Samus does have some good setups from down B. He's got some good starting combos. But he mostly has to space out and camp. But he can approach, but you're probably going to be in trouble. Especially with down B, and grab can come out really fast sometimes. I just don't think they don't have that much combos as most characters do. I can really say down B is a kill confirm, but you have to be really close on ledge. But you can probably get down B to charge shot. The problem is, it's just Samus just kind of replies. It just kind of depends on his projectiles. I mean, his smash attacks can actually kill, but sometimes. But yes, sometimes. Sometimes Ash up smash doesn't connect. When we thought they actually patched that, then they'd really end up not really doing that, because I've seen up smash not connect so many times. And that's actually probably one of the best combo finishers that can't even connect. So, the players to watch out for are Joker, Headshot, and Quick. They've been playing Samus. Some have been playing Samus mostly online. I mean, Quick has been playing. Actually, all three of them have been playing Samus offline a bit, but just not doing that well. So, alright, now we've hit the high tier area. These characters are absolute high tier characters. I wouldn't consider them lower than mid tier. No, lower than high tier. The first character that we have is Ike. As most characters, they've probably got high tier because they've used to been lower than this, but because of buffs, they've got better. Ike had significant buffs during when Min came out. Up B actually killed. Nair was better for combos. Some people say that he got nerfed. And before even that buff, MK Leo used to play Ike in the beginning of Smash Ultimate, and people were starting to say how annoying Ike was. I mean, Ike has been annoying almost the whole Smash Ultimate area. Mostly the most Smash Bros. Area, but the thing, let's just talk about the positives for Ike. Nair to up air is a good kill confirm. Almost Nair can combo to almost anything. You can even get a 0 to death with down throw up B close to ledge if you're literally a stock ahead, and that's it. Even a beginning Ike player can just do that, can just get wins from that. And the thing is, up B, if you suicide with up B, the opponent dies first, which is really good. The main problem that I have with Ike is probably the recovery. Side B is predictable, and up B, knowing that it's not like Chrome's, it's still kind of predictable as well. They're actually easy to edge guard, which is probably the only problem. They can space, they can approach, but it really depends on the recovery. If they really had to get buff, I would probably say something about the recovery being better, or probably making the side B come out faster. And players to watch for are Yez, Raven King, Solo Jones, and MKLeo. He plays Ike offline and online sometimes, but I think it's probably like a secondary. He did 6-0. I think he did 6-0 game Meister in grand finals online. So Ike still has some sauce online and offline. So this is a real character to watch out for. Alright, now I swear these are the last two fighters that are echoes. Next characters that we have are Ryu and Ken. I am just annoyed by these two characters. Offline, they're not much of a menace, so that's why they're this low. But online, oh my. But this is offline tier list, so I don't think I make online tier list. Alright, here's the thing. These two have more of the craziest combos ever. Shoryuken is by far their best finishing combo. If not, then it's forward smash or down air spike. But people don't know. The real question is who is better? More people say Ken than Ryu because Ken has more combos and firepower. Oh, that's kind of annoying. But Ryu's actually more powerful. I can't really tell. I don't really know which one of these two are better. They're barely different. But I think Ken beats this. Like I said, he has more combos. He's more of a menace online and offline. But here's the thing. They're, as most of the characters from earlier in the past, they suck with recovering. Shoryuken doesn't even go that high off stage. Saibi doesn't really go that far. Focus punch down B canceling doesn't really go that far either. That's probably their only problem, but on stage, they are a menace. They both have shield break setups too, which is actually good. I think down tilt or jab is like some of their best starter combos. Maybe grab as well. But if they can actually buff their recovery, they will probably actually be a higher character than this. Characters to watch out for, some players to watch out for are Vendetta and Riddles, but both of them, I don't think they only just play these two characters, because there is another character that's similar to these two that is just as annoying as them, and they're coming right after this. And you know who it is? You want to know who it is? Oh, well, you already know this character was coming. Yes, Terry is just as annoying as Ryu Ken. Most Terrys I face online, I lose to just like Ryu Ken. Like Ryu Ken, they are a menacing offstage jab and dump and grab some of their combo starters. But the difference with Terry is that he can probably his recovery is slightly better than Ryu and Ken. His go mechanic is really, I rarely see it happen. But when it does happen, it is a craziest way to get comebacks. You can even get crazy comebacks without the go mechanic. But the problem with Terry, like most characters, like Ryu Ken, it's just the recovery. If they can just make the recovery better, he probably would have probably been top 20. Because I don't think this is top 20 at all. So, but characters to watch out for are Sue and Riddles as well, because Riddle plays almost all the Street Fighter characters. all no all the fighter characters. Basically the three main fighting characters. Alright, the next character we have is one of my favorite characters of all time, and that's Corrin. Like I know, I've been crazy with Corrin, putting him from top tier by accident, from low tier by accident, mid tier. I don't think she's mid tier. Well, she's close to it, but here's the thing: Corrin is a spacer, like most of the spacing. She does kind of have to space out to get most of the combos. But Nair, Fair, Nair and Fair are some of the best combo starters. Down tilt can probably confirm to up tilt at higher percentages. If not, you can get Fair to back air or Nair to back air for kill confirms at around 80 or 70%. Well, 70 to 90%. Pin, her pin tech is just ridiculous. She has one of the most BS counters in the game. Neutral Beat can actually kill confirmed from forward air. And F Smash is just ridiculous. They actually buffed Corrin during the Min patch, making some of her moves faster and better, making her F Smash way more stronger, which is probably why Corrin is probably this high. But like more characters, she can get edge guarded because her recovery is worse in this game. But that's probably the only problem. I can tell you, Corrin is actually one of the most interesting characters in this game. Hardly anyone uses him, but people who do use Corrin are Lai, Cosmos, Sharp, and Shattuck. So far, I think Cosmos probably has one of the best Corrins. He was actually one of the best Corrin players in Smash 4. If not, then the best player in Smash 4. I can kind of play him offline more offline, but most people say that Corrin is more better online, but I'm not really sure about that. But I mean, Corrin does have some online potential, but I kind of stick with them offline better. So okay, don't hate on me for putting this character this high. If a character gets banned from certain tournaments, then you know this character is broken, and that's Hero. Hero is just so complicating. His neutral B is already broken enough. Side B, mostly all his specials are already broken. Nair can combo at lower percentages. Up air is probably one of the best juggling tools. But the main thing is from his down B. He can overpick from about 20 selections of specials by itself. Like if you get Accelerate, Hero comes faster. Psych Up or Oomph, his moves do more damage. Bounce, it's basically a Fox down B. If you get Scissor Sizzle, it's a good edge guard. If you get Kamikaze, you basically kill yourself. Snooze is basically a better Jigglypuff thing. But the thing is, it's all random, and if you want to talk about more random, he has a spell called Hocus Pocus where almost he can get 21 of those spells, or he can either lose all his MP, he can get self-damage, he can become invisible, get invincibility, shrink, fall asleep, or the best one, become bigger. I don't know why people put Hero mid tier, but I know Hero is kind of slow, but you have Accelerate, deal with it. He can probably get edge guarded, but if you're off stage and you have Zoom, use it. Half the time people don't even know where Zoom's going to. You have to be that lucky. This character could even be top tier. but y'all don't understand how crazy this character is. Players to watch out for are Parappa and... Okay, y'all can see the name for this player. People cannot announce this guy at all, and I'm not going to even try saying it either. I'll try... Yeah, I'm not going to even try. But the thing is, Hero is just underrated. This character is way more better than almost half the characters here. He's probably like top 30 or 20. So, if y'all don't like Hero, then that's your fault. But Hero's just annoying to deal with, online and offline. Alright, next character. I know most people have him mid tier. I have him high tier, and that's Falco. Now let me explain. Falco is a combo machine. Up throw, up tilt, down throw is a ridiculous way to start a combo. Most people recommend up tilt. Falco can kind of be campy with the neutral B, but him having to approach is probably the main problem. It's probably the main thing. You just don't know what Falco might do. If he catches your shield, he can start with the grab. If not, he can start with the up tilt. He's got some kill confirms that can kill probably at around 80 or 70. Back air is probably just as good as Wolf's back air. Thankfully, all the Spaceys have an amazing back air. Fox, Falco, and Wolf. But Falco is probably the least best Spacey. I don't want to call him the worst because he's not that terrible. But the problem is, it's just recovery. Side B doesn't go as far as Fox's. Same with up B. But even with this high jump, it's still not really enough to get for his recovery. And that's pretty much it. I play Falco at Sense Melee still at this day. And I enjoy him way more than some of the characters. To me, he's my top 10 favorite character to play. And I will never stop playing this character. But some people to watch out for is Masa or Massa, I don't know how you say him. We got Larry Lur, who's probably one of the best Falcos. Meta of Smash, who's probably one of the top 10 Falcos. And then there's Tilde, who just won Juice Box with Falco. Knowing that Falco's not really the best at online. But Falco is a ridiculous character to play, and I'll never stop playing this character till this day. Okay, just ignore that. That's not a sponsor for this video. I don't really get sponsors, but... Okay, other than that, remember how I was saying that I will never stop playing Falco? Ness is basically the same. I basically think the same thing of Ness. And he's next on this tier list. Now, for online, Ness is way more annoying. You can even see most Ness players are actually Smash World Tour because of that. But here's the thing. Ness is one of the campiest characters in the game. PK Flash, you already get. But PK Fire is the real problem here. You can literally spam that move and probably get to like around 70 or maybe even 100%. He's got some combos from down throw. His down B is actually also good for combos. Down air comes out fast. All his aerials are just good. What's wrong with Ness is probably because his PK Thunder doesn't go as far as Ness, but he can do well perfectly fine in the air. The thing is, without PK Fire, Ness would probably not even be this high. And his new up air is just as good now. And he can ledge trap a lot. If you use down smash or up smash off stage, well, close that ledge, you can literally just edge guard the character and kill him extremely early. And the thing is, Ness is really quick as well, so that makes him more easier for combos. You know, people have way much fun with Ness. I have just as fun as him, even more than Lucas, sadly, but it's just how it is. But players to watch out for are Send, Gact, and Syrup, who's only a 13-year-old prodigy player who just got second in his regional Smash World Tour, losing to Tweak, which I think is not not bad as I thought. Okay, now we're getting to one of the most upsetting characters that used to be in top tier or top 10, but just slowly progressed way down after a nerf, and that's Wario. As y'all know, Wario was like top 10 in the game. He had some good combos. Waft was ridiculous, and he was just he was fast, and that's mostly it. But during the nerf when Pyramithra came out, Waft comes out slower. I think up tilt and up air just come a few frames slower. Same with yeah, Waft and most of his combo starters, they come about I think 4 frames slower. I'm not sure, which makes it hard, make it kind of not possible to combo with Waft as much as you can before. And I thought Wario was like this in the beginning, because Waft is like his only good move, and you rarely get it. So I said his combos are kind of alright. Because Waft is probably one of the the clutchest mechanic for him. And if you miss, then you're just in trouble. Because I've seen some Marios who have missed Waft that could have took game. And if you lose Waft and you end up clutching it, then you're extremely just lucky. Some characters to watch out for are Glutoni, Tweak, and Zachary, who kind of plays Wario as one of his secondaries, and that's basically it for Wario. Alright, next character fight here is Greninja. Most people say that Greninja is top tier, but he really isn't. Greninja has some good combos, added shield options. Down tilt is probably the best combo starter. She is extremely fast. She can edge guard like crazy. She almost has everything a top tier can have. But the thing is, her combos aren't really that easy to pull off. She kind of struggles a bit off stage. Knowing that her up B can be edge guarded, side B kind of, you could probably just counter or just shield or just grab him or something like that. And that's pretty much it. And her moves come out fast, but not most of them. And I've not really seen people play Greninja that much. Greninja's, I think, like one of the most forgotten characters now. I think she was a lot better in, she's a lot better than she was in Ult, and than he was in Smash 4. I don't think Greninja got any buffs or nerfs. If so, just let me know. I don't remember at all. But players to watch out for are Venya, Stroder, and MKLeo. As always, plays almost every character and plays it as a secondary, so that's like one of the few Pokemon he plays. But, yeah. Alright, next character we have is Young Link. Now this far, Young Link is the best variant of Link. Here's the thing, Young Link has a lot of good combos. Down tilt, bomb, boomerang, arrow. He has a lot of combo starters and a lot of kill confirms. He can kind of approach, but he's mostly on the campy side. I feel like Young Link is kind of slow a bit, but the projectiles come out way quicker than expected. Especially on platforms, there's a bunch of platform setups he can actually do. So if you're like on Final Destination, then you're not really going to be doing that much well with Young Link. And as most characters, they don't have a good recovery. His grapple doesn't really come out that far. And his up B is probably like, I think, one of the worst up Bs. But unless you have the bomb recovery thing, but it's rare that you get that. But if you do get it, then you're just top tier Young Link. Players to watch out for are Straw Hat Sama, which I've got coached by him, and I faced this Young Link before. Well, no, not really. Nope. I just know, I just seen his Young Links. There's also Toast, Skittles, Colonies. There's a bunch of people who play Young Link out there. I think even Tweak used to play him back then. And I wouldn't. I don't really. I don't see why not. Because Young Link can camp the heck out of anybody. And that's all you have to know about Young Link. Alright, we're now officially at the top 4. And next one, this character used to be in top tier during the Vanilla Smash of Ultimate. And that was Yoshi. Now Yoshi is kind of annoying. Yoshi can camp out with Uppy, but he has some amazing combos. He has great combos. Forward tilt, up tilt's a good combo starter. You might be able to get combos with eggs. Down tilt is good for resets, for jab block resets. And Yoshi is just insane off stage. But there is some time where you can just footstool him off stage, and then that'll be it. But other than that, that's not really the problem. That's not really the problem. Yeah, I think the only problem is really the part that you can just footstool. His recovery, he can't really go that far. But if so, then you're just good. You're just good with Yoshi. This is the part where you really need to use that directional air dodge thing, because if you don't use it for Yoshi, then most of the times you won't be able to recover with it. And Yoshi is just extremely fast, so it's kind of hard to keep up. I've lost to some Yoshis before, but for some Yoshis that you need to watch out for are Sureis. I don't know how you say it. That's how you say it. You can literally see him on the screen. As always, that's why I put the character there. And there's Miles, who has not really done that much well than Sora is, but he's still a good Yoshi. I don't really, but the thing is, there's not much Yoshis out there. I think Yoshi's like one of the most forgotten characters as well. Oh yeah, Banana Boy. Banana Boy kind of plays Yoshi a bit, but he doesn't really play that as well either. And down B, I don't really know if that can shield break. It's not like Bowser's down B, where you can just shield break and do that. But other than that, Yoshi's just extremely quick, and I think that's what makes him this high. And the fact that he has some of the best combos in the game. Alright, next character is Cloud. As most people, Cloud used to be in top 3 in Smash 4, but with the nerfs from his sword and his limit gauge and some other stuff from him, he's nerfed. That's the thing. Cloud does have combos from Smash 4, but it's just kind of hard to pull off. His limit gauge is not as bad as but it does get limited. And he kind of does still have that terrible recovery. But here's the thing, Cloud's still extremely fast. He can get himself out of some situations. Climb Hazard is one of the best out of shield options. He has to space out on opponents. And that's pretty much it I have to say about him. But Cloud, I don't. He's not as worse as what he was in Smash 4. Because knowing that he was actually top 3 in Smash 4, he still has some of his Smash 4 things. Like, I can't really say he does, because the sword is really what made him busted. And the limit gauge, which they kind of nerfed. They kind of nerfed everything about Cloud, but his moves are kind of more faster in this game, and he can actually get a lot of kill confirms from down air. The thing is, you're probably gonna, but this is mostly an air character, so if you're really gonna deal with Cloud, you're probably gonna deal with him in the air a bit. But as most characters, he's got terrible recoveries, and if you can just take out his recovery or just punish it, then you're good. But Forward tilt is underrated. You can actually get a lot of early kills with forward tilt, and I think that's probably like one of Cloud's best kill moves, other than his special attacks. But forward tilt's like one of his best kill moves. Characters to watch out for. No, players to watch out for are Spargo, who's the best, probably one of the best online players right now. We got MK Leo, who plays almost every character as always. And then there's Cola, who just won Infinity Con, an offline tournament that just happened like about literally on Sunday. So there's a lot of people who play Cloud, and they don't need the Smash 4 Cloud to still play him at this game. And the fact that people still play him, even though the nerfs from Smash 4, he can still pack a punch to most players. Alright, next character, the second last character that's almost close for top tier, but just doesn't have the potential for it, is Diddy Kong. And for most of y'all know Diddy Kong was a monster in Brawl and in Smash 4, but this is probably the worst variant of him. But here's the thing, Diddy has amazing combos. His banana is just as fierce to deal with. He can go off stage and still recover back, because he has some great recovery options, and he's extremely fast. But the thing is, he used to have some Banana Infinite, which they patched out like twice now. But he can ledge trap like crazy. That banana can be really hard to deal with off stage. The fact that if you just get hit by it and then down there, he just hits you and down there, you're dead. Hits you and just does another aerial attack, you're dead as well. But even though with that, he still got some good kill confirms. Down tilt to up air, no, not up air, down tilt to up smash, down tilt to fair, close off stage, at ledge. He still has some of the combos that he does from most of his games, which make him not lower than this. Some people consider him mid tier, but I play Diddy a lot in this game, so I can see the type of potential he still has from being top tier. You can even still win some tournaments with him, but players to watch out for are Rivers, Tweak, and Aaron, which they've all done well in tournaments with Diddy. And I think all of them used them as secondaries. So it's not like they're really used them as a main. I'm not really maining Diddy. He's just like one of my top 20 best characters, because I was extremely good with him in almost all Smash Bros. Games. So I still carry the Diddy that I use in Smash 4 and in Brawl. And the real problem is just that he just doesn't kill as well as he does in most of the Smash Bros. Games, and that's really why I think he's still a problem in this game. But he still has the potential of being a top tier if they can just give him a slight buffs. Probably make him go way faster. Probably up smash kill extremely way more early or something like that. Because I feel like his moves don't kill as early as they used to. So that's really what I have to say about Diddy. And now we're on to the very last character from high tier. And can y'all guess what it is before you just skip and go to the last character? And the last character for high tier is... If y'all guessed Captain Falcon, you were right. Now, most people have Captain Falcon mid tier, but I have my explanations. Captain Falcon, one of the fastest characters. He's actually the second fastest character in the game. Well, unless you just use stats from different characters like Hero or something like that. But besides that, just in general, Captain Falcon's the second fastest character in the game, other than Sonic being the fastest character in the game. As most people know. Here's the thing. Captain Falcon has some of the best combos in the game. Some of the best kill confirms. He is extremely best, and he's got some of the biggest buffs in the game. During the time when Min Min came out, That was probably when the biggest buffs came out for him. No, actually, when Pyramithra came out, because up B is less vulnerable after when you get a hit from it. Because back then, when you played Captain Falcon or Ganondorf, you had to do it after when you get a hit from up B. You could possibly get edge guarded because of how slow you escape out of it. But when Pyramithra came out, they made that move extremely way more faster for him, which makes Captain Falcon a lot more better. He got some kill confirms for there. That knee is just insane. And like most characters, I think he really just struggles with recovering. He doesn't struggle to get kills. He doesn't need to camp that much. You can even probably get some edge guards with side B. Side B spike kills extremely early. I have not seen this. This is probably the best Falcon. This is the best Captain Falcon variant of Captain Falcon out of all Smash Bros. Games. Melee, this one and Melee is the best one. But players to watch out for in this game are Fatality, who's really been playing Falcon a lot, and I think got top 8 at Diddy Kong. Nick C, who's probably like one of the best Falcons in this game, and then there's Andric, who's been playing Falcon online and been getting what's with him. And just like that, that ends it. Next time when we do a video, this will be the not sponsored by YouTube Music. Don't worry about that. Next time when we do this, we're going to be at the last part where we talk about top tiers from Borderline to the top 10 characters in the game, and that'll be the ending for the 11.0 tier list. Well, thank you all so much for watching it. Thanks for watching. Come back for the next part. Captain Ultimate will be back. I'm sorry that if y'all missed Game Vlog Ultimate, but this is just a change that I have to make for the channel. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and most of my social medias where it's Captain Ultimate there. Follow me on Twitch. If you'll, I don't know if I might have all the links in the description. If not, then I'll figure out a way to give it to y'all. Y'all find a way to get through to it. I don't really post much on Twitch, so don't really worry about going on Twitch as much, but you might see me mostly active on Instagram, where I actually have I just hit 1.3k there. We're getting close to 1.4 already. But anyway, just support me on YouTube. Hopefully Mars, I don't have to get an editor like Mars that just lags my video up like last time, so just don't worry about that. Y'all have to just focus on the voice. Just don't focus on the gameplay from that one. But okay, yeah, we're gonna. Anyway, just come back for the next part. See y'all. Captain out.